Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate video. And in today's video, I want to talk about my Hunter. And what I mean by that is my armor and my weapons. Every time I put up a tutorial video or a let's play, there's normally at least 2 or 3 questions in every single video where someone says, what charge blade have you got, what armor are you using, what talents are you using, what skills are you using, all that good stuff like that. So I figured the best way to answer that is in a video. I'm going to run you through the armor I currently have. Obviously there are different sets and I am working towards some more, and currently I'm working towards the Kushala set, but I'm going to run you through what I currently have and some of my most used charge blades, so that way you can look at this and you'll know what I've been using in my streams and in my videos. So first up, this is the Arekkz armor. Now this is the armor you get in G rank, and if you're new to Monster Hunter, then something you may not realise is that when you get to G rank, the armor from the monsters that you've been familiar with, say for example this is from Zinogre, the armor in G rank looks different to that of the armor you get in high rank or low rank. So if you've just started and you have Zinogre armor, then it's going to look remarkably different to this. Anyway, this is the Zinogre armor, and by default it comes with latent power +2, which greatly empowers you for a limited time when certain conditions are met. And with this armor, that's usually when I take considerable damage and I normally lose something like half a life bar. It also comes with thunder attack +2, which greatly increases the power of thunder attacks and thunder shots. But the reason it's grayed out here is because the weapon I currently have is not a thunder weapon. So obviously you can't have thunder attack plus on a weapon that doesn't deal thunder damage. I'm going to skip past Mind's Eye for a minute because that's something I gemmed in, and then it also comes with Razor Sharp. Halves the rate at which your weapon loses sharpness. Now Mind's Eye is another one, prevents your attacks from being deflected. This is something I gemmed in. If you look over here, you'll see that I gemmed it in by adding in fencing, and I also gemmed in guts. If you press Y, you can see that it says here, skills that allow you to barely withstand a lethal blow without fainting. What that basically means is if I get hit by a really strong attack that would typically one-hit kill me, or just typically kill me in general, then there's a chance that this will activate and I'll be left on 1 HP instead, which is a massive lifesaver. When you're fighting things like Gogmazios or Teostra, or just anything that does deal massive damage, especially in G rank, then having this is a must. You can also get something akin to this, which is known as Feline Moxie. When you eat food before a quest, if you get Feline Moxie, it acts the same as Guts. But having this all the time is extremely useful, and it has saved my life so many times. Now I've actually still got some slots on my armor, and the reason for that is because I'm currently doing some charm farming. I'm trying to get a better talisman that will allow me to gem in some of the other things. I would really like to have handicraft, but I need to balance that out right now. And there's a few other things I'd also like to have, but for the time being, that is my armor. So the Arekkz armor is the armor that comes from a regular Zinogre, a G rank one, and the Zinogre Z armor comes from the Stygian Zinogre. As for my weapon, the charge blade I currently have equipped is the Teostra Nova. This is, as the name suggests, a charge blade from Teostra. And if you look at the stats, you can see that this is rare 10, this is fully upgraded. It has 936 attack and 560 blast, or slime as it used to be referred to. It has no affinity, but it does have 1 slot. Now blast damage is another abnormal status effect, just like sleep, poison and paralysis, and it is a hell of a lot of fun to use, and it's also extremely useful when you want to break parts. Some of you have actually asked if I can do separate videos for the different abnormal statuses, so I've already done one on sleep, but you've asked if I can follow up on paralysis, poison and blast, so I may do that in the coming weeks, but for the time being, that is the Teostra Nova. Then you have the Daora Thwartoise, which comes from the Kushala Daora. I really like this one just simply because it looks like kind of a turtle shell on the back, so if I can get some armor that's green, then it kind of reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And if you look at the stats, you can see it has 972 attack, 380 ice element, and 10% affinity. Plus, it has 2 slots, and currently it has white sharpness. Now, ice is a really good element to have because there are quite a few monsters that are actually weak to ice this time around, so it's definitely one worth having. And this is one of my top rated charge blades, plus it's also an impact one, as is the Teostra Nova. In fact, pretty much all of the charge blades, pretty much all of everyone's favourite charge blades tend to be impact charge blades, simply because impact is great for KO, and just in general they seem to be the preferred option. And then lastly we have Chernobog Scythe, which if you see my streams or you see some of my videos, then you'll know that this is the Naptime Ninja's blade. This is the one that we use when we do our sleep runs, and it comes from Shrouded Nocilla. As you can see here, it has 828 attack, so it's not quite as high as the other one, but it does have 250 sleep element. Pair that with the 45% affinity and the fact that it has a slot, this is a great sleep weapon. I'd probably go as far as to say it's one of the best sleep weapons in the game. This is also fully maxed out, but this one maxed out at rare 9, so you can hone this once you get the Chernobog Scythe, but this is one of my favourite charge blades in the entire game. On the surface, it might not appear as strong as the previous 2 that I showed you, but this is definitely one of my favourites. And aside from that, that is pretty much it for this video. It was only designed to be a really quick one, just to kind of answer some of the questions that you guys have been asking me quite a lot. I will be doing a slightly more in-depth video later on specific armor skills, because some of you guys have been asking me, say, how should I gem my armor, what should I kind of put in, what kind of skills are good for different things. So I will follow up with that in the coming weeks. But for the time being, hopefully that answers some of your questions. Hopefully now you know exactly what I've been using, and hopefully now if you guys want to get any of those weapons, then you know what you're looking for. Either way, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below both what your favourite weapon type is, and from that weapon type, what your favourite weapon is. Really kind of cool just to sort of see what everyone's favourites are. But aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.